Okay. All right, my lovelies. Well, welcome to your full moon in Cancer workshop in our Capricorn season. We're going to start by grounding with some alternate nostril breathing. So you might want to sit on a pillow or some blocks, whatever sort of gets your spine nice and straight, or you can do this kneeling. We're just going to take a moment just to come out of our minds and come into our bodies. So let's take our left hand, if it's comfortable, you can use your right, and take our two first fingers and place them on our forehead, the space between our eyebrows. And we're going to lightly close the right nostril and inhale through the left for 4, 3, close the eyes, 2, 1. Close the left, open the right, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the left, nice straight spine. Lightly pause at the top of the breath and hold both the nostrils closed. And then exhale through the right, 4. Inhale through the left. See if you can get the breath to go all the way up the spine to where your fingertips are. Close the left, keep the right closed and just hold. And then exhale right. Inhale left. Close the left, keep the right closed, hold. Relax the shoulders. Exhale through the right to release. Inhale left. Close both nostrils, hold. Big release through the right. Inhale left, breathing in, peace. Pause at the top, hold. Exhale right to release. Inhale left, let your belly inflate, let your rib cage open, breathing in love. Close both nostrils, hold and pause, take a break. And as you breathe out through the right, just release and give yourself permission tonight to surrender. Breathing in like the ocean coming out to the shore. Taking a cosmic pause on life as you close both the nostrils. And as you exhale, releasing, allow that water to go back into the ocean. So it becomes a cycle. And just work at your own pace now, inhaling through the left. Taking that little pause, that little rest. And then just let it go. And do one more cycle like that through the left, pausing at the top. And when you've finished breathing out, I'd like you to breathe and bring both your hands to your heart. Drop your chin down. And just tune in to how does your energy feel right now? Perhaps you can give it a color. Perhaps you could give it a shape. Maybe there's a word that you might want to describe your energy with right now. Or maybe it's just a knowing of, it just feels maybe soft, maybe wired. And I'd like you just to ask yourself tonight, what kind of energy would I like to bring more of, or perhaps something in that you feel you need right now.
From the mountain to the sea, I have
Take a deep breath at your belly.
I have everything I need.
Big sigh out. Okay. Coming into toe stretch to start to ground. My favorite. I used to hate this. Funny how things change. So stretch your toes out on the mat. You can have your hands on the ground. You could have your hands on your thighs. You can put a pillow under your bum. And you're here for a good 90 seconds. And close your eyes and just drop in. We're welcoming in the energy of our full moon. And this moon being in Cancer, Cancer being the most emotional, I find, of the water signs, it can bring up some stuff for us to feel, which can feel a bit daunting sometimes. So when we start with our toes, our foundations, it really builds safety and trust in us. And one thing that toe stretch has taught me is to get pretty damn uncomfortable. And I learned to fall in love with the discomfort. And as I learned to fall in love with the discomfort, I've learned to fall in love with the unknown and seeing things as an experience now rather than what before maybe felt like hard work or a challenge. How does toe stretch feel for you right now? Could you deepen it? Could you get a bit more curious with it? How could you build a bit more trust in yourself with your guidance, listening to your body and your needs right now?
The fruitful darkness.
How could you see the challenge as an opportunity?
The fruitful darkness.
Untuck the toes and just sit on the heels, palms up, open to receive. Or if you're feeling a bit ungrounded at the moment, thighs down. That really is very grounding. We need to breathe in now and breathe in. I am safe to feel.
The fruitful darkness.
I'm safe to bring trust into my world. And I'm safe to trust myself. So take in whatever hand feels right for you, maybe the left again, placing it on your forehead. This time, closing the left, inhale through the right, nice strong breath in perhaps. Pause at the top, close both the nostrils. Exhale through the left. So our cycle this time is through the right, breathing in, long spine. Hold at the top like a little suspension and exhale to release. So breathing in through the right, breathing in, what kind of energy do you want to call in for this month, this chapter or this year? Taking the pause at the top and then surrendering on the exhale to know that it's coming and that you're safe to let go. Breathing in perhaps to the eye of the storm. And then letting go to know that everything is divine timing and we're exactly where we're meant to be. And maybe you could ask your body in this moment, what do you want me to know? Because I'm here to listen.
Oh, come ye,
So just taking a few more cycles with this breath and just starting to empower yourself in a way with kindness, but assertiveness. And then just releasing both the hands down when you finish that cycle. So sweep the arms up, take a breath in, arms up in a prayer, and then folding down like a child's pose, just to clear your auric field. Perhaps if there's been any blocks or maybe there's been any disruptions lately, just breathing in just to cleanse the space tonight. Arms reach up. Give yourself permission tonight for a reset and a rebirth. Folding down. One more time, take a deep breath in, reach up. Stretch your fingertips. Maybe you come up onto your knees, maybe you push your hips forwards. And then exhale, sweep in, down, sit on your heels, and then come onto your bum. So, yogi's choice. Left leg forwards, either right foot inside of the thigh for half butterfly, or if you're feeling to open your hips a bit more and go a bit deeper, you can bring the right knee to the side, so you're opening in half frog. This is a lot more of an intense pose, so please listen to your body. And we're going to fold diagonally for a minute. So if you're in half butterfly, you'll go in diagonally as well. And then after a minute, we're then going to fold over the main leg. So choose wisely, take a breath in, and just surrender. And if something feels very comfortable, it's an opportunity for you to go in and say, maybe I could face something a little bit more different tonight. Or perhaps it might be a space where you're like, this is what I need and I just want to take this position because that's my sovereign decision. And as we start to listen to the body and speak to the body starts to respond. And especially as women, we're the mystics, we're the medicine women. Our intuition is incredibly strong when we tune in. So you've done a minute, moving your body over the main leg now. The leg that's out long, so rather than being diagonal, you're now going over that space. And I want you to be a bit curious tonight with your breathing. Tapping into your intuition. Asking your body for any messages, any guidance, perhaps any assistance on your journey for this chapter. And the deeper you breathe, the more present and still you can be with your body. To give you the opportunity to receive your divine wisdom, your divine inheritance, and your divine knowledge. So if you're open to receive, you can say it in your mind, you can say it out loud. I am open to receive and I am ready to be here with you, body. Because this journey can be seen as a roller coaster or an adventure. So very slowly coming up, palms up or palms down. You choose, you know yourself. And this moon is an opportunity for us to really feel. It's an opportunity for us to lean in and learn. Whether it's seeing a lesson, whether it's seeing an opportunity, whether it's seeing something as an opportunity to change, to grow, to accept, to forgive, to release. The universe will present us with challenges, blessings. Will we avoid? Will we sabotage? Will we run away? Or will we choose this time to stay and experience it? Take a deep breath in. I am safe to feel. I'm safe to experience. And I'm safe to have fun with my experiences. So taking one more breath here. Taking your right leg out long this time, unless you already did that leg. Left leg comes in, or you can take the left leg out to the side in your half frog behind you. Diagonally over. Dropping in. So if something has been coming up for you, maybe it's been a feeling of maybe something's not happening fast enough, or something's lacking, or something's missing. Maybe you've been feeling stuck or stagnant. How have you been treating yourself through this process? How are you actually showing up for yourself, perhaps through these challenges or these emotions that may be coming up? Are you repeating cycles? Move your body over the main leg now. So moving over that straight leg. Because if we keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, or perhaps we try something for 5 minutes and then we quit on ourselves, or perhaps you're like, yeah, but I've tried it all before in the past, AIM, and I just can't seem to get into a consistency. I'd like you to reflect. How could you maybe try a different approach, or what maybe do you need that you're depriving yourself of? And it can be so simple, like giving yourself some attention. Giving yourself some space or some rest to reflect. Because if we keep doing and pushing and going as well, and we're not taking space to see what actually needs to be addressed, we're going to be chasing our tails. So very slowly, sitting up, laying on your back flat, maybe put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, laying down. And I just want you just to surrender into the floor. And just ask your body. What could I give you, or what do you need from me, so that I can show up and support you that little bit more? Ask your body, what do we need to become a partnership? How can I show up for you, body? And you can repeat this internally or externally. I'm safe to listen. I'm safe to respond to my needs and my wants. I'm safe to take a rest or to take space. And I'm safe to be present with myself. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Cross your left leg over your right. Now, some of you might be more flexible and you might be able to double wrap over, but don't force this. And we're going to drop the knees to the right and the left arm opens to the side into your twisted roots. I like to look towards my left. If the double bind is too much, then just do one bind. Or if that's still too much, you can just put your left knee on top of your right for a gentle twist. And I want you to really focus on breathing deep into your belly. And sometimes when we give ourselves what we truly need, like rest or taking a step back, it can feel like failure. It can feel like we're going backwards. And for someone like me, little miss perfectionist and things needing to be a certain way, I can really turn and attack myself for not doing enough or being enough or showing up for myself enough. However, showing up for myself lately has been showing up and getting real with, I need to rest. I need to take a step back. I'm going back to burnout. And I've been there before. And this time I caught it a lot quicker. And I saw that as a win rather than a failure this time. I'm celebrating the fact that I want to slow down now rather than being forced to because I used to get sick or run down. It's becoming a choice rather than an absolute roadblock. So where could you change how you see what you need into a desire or a want to gift that to yourself? Whether it's gifting yourself space, time, presence, love. Because the more we show up for ourselves, the more we build our self-worth. And as we recognize our self-worth, we step into our sovereignty and we teach ourselves how to treat ourselves. So we do not allow that behavior from others or from things that maybe are not acceptable to us anymore. So taking a deep breath in, slowly bring your legs into the center and put your legs out straight. Maybe put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just be honest with yourself. How have you been showing up for yourself, perhaps the last couple of months or the last few years? What's maybe changed? And what maybe needs changing?
I'm allowing my power. I'm allowing well-being. I'm allowing my path to light up before me. I'm allowing everything than to just be as it comes to me.
Are you still in survival mode, or
shining brightly. I'm
are we able to see that we're here to be alive and to thrive?
allowing all my dreams to be in the
Because sometimes we think we want things and we want things to change,
I'm alive.
but the mind and the body aren't aligned yet. And our heart is the bridge. And as we show ourselves compassion and forgiveness, we show ourselves how to show up for ourselves. We build trust and safety. We develop our communication between our mind and body, and that in turn reflects in our outer worlds, if we allow it.
I'm allowing my path to unfold now before me.
Bend your knees this time, crossing the right leg over, dropping the knees to the left, arm reaches out to the right, option to double bind, looking for that stretch. If you want to bring any crystals onto your body as well, use your intuition to guide you. And as you start to gift yourself space, gift yourself time, gift yourself your own attention, you start to bring in the energy of abundance. So I'd like you to see if you can bring in a bit of a deeper breath in your twist now. And see if you can start to notice where your breath gets a bit stuck. And see if you can bring in that feeling of space when you breathe in. Because as you breathe deeper, generate more space in your body. As we bring in space and we clear old energy, we start to shift our frequency and our vibration. We get lighter in our bodies. We get lighter in our emotions. And as we ground our energy in and build our foundations, we learn to trust our emotions as messengers. We learn to register our feelings as opportunities for intuition. Sometimes we're just like, oh, I just had a feeling I just needed to do that. Or I just had a feeling I wanted to go this way today. As we learn to trust and navigate through intuition and feelings and emotions, we tap into the mystic inside. So very slowly, bring your legs back to center, straighten them out on the mat. If you like, you can bring the soles of your feet together in a butterfly on the floor. And you might like to have your hands on belly and heart. You might want to put some crystals on you. You might want to have your arms above your head. So we're just opening the womb space now. And the space of the womb is connected to the element of water. And for a lot of us, we can hold a lot of emotion here. So if your hips are tight, it's a good indication of what maybe is being stored. If your hips are open, there's opportunities to call in. When the hips are tight, we want to ask to release. However, if we don't feel safe to let go because maybe chaos and drama is familiar to us, the body's going to hold on to the drama and the conflict. So if you're ready to let go of maybe any drama, any conflict that's been keeping you going round in a circle or feeling a certain way, just let your body know we're safe to release, we're safe to let go. I've got your back. Because the more your body knows that you've got your back as well, you're going to work together as your A team. You learn to do the tantric dance with yourself. You learn to receive pleasure. You learn that it's safe to receive pleasure. And as we receive joy in life, and we see all the joys around us, as well as the joys that we allow ourselves to be, we realize how rich we really are. The choices that you have every day, the freedom that we actually have. We start to see it, we start to invoke the energy of gratitude. We start to give to ourselves, because most of us are looking for something and we're not giving it to ourselves because we don't even know how to receive ourselves. How can you look after what you have right now? And that includes you. How can you cherish yourself and see the magic of who you are and everything that you have done and been till this very moment? How can you shift from lack to abundance? So from here, while we're on our backs, let's open that womb a little bit more. Happy baby. So bend your knees. You can pull your big toes in, pull your knees in. You're looking for green shirts. Some of you might be out wide. Or you can do stirrup pose and have one leg open. We're going to do 2 minutes, or you're going to do 4 minutes altogether. So nice deep breaths into the womb and see if you can give it a colour or a symbol here. What's coming up for you? And as we shift from lack to abundance by bringing in the energy of gratitude, we bring in the energy of freedom, which will bring in prosperity mindset. We can shift from seeing what maybe is painful to an opportunity for an experience. And as we shift to experiences, we can see them as blessings. And as we do this, we raise our vibration. And we become magnetic. And as we bring in the energy of compassion and forgiveness and kindness, we can also know that it's okay to try again. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to fuck up every now and again, because we're human. There is no code or no guidebook for any of this. And sometimes the bigger my fuck up, the more I laugh now. I'm like, wow, AIM, that was class. I cannot believe you went down that rabbit hole. I've lived to tell the tale. Because you know what? I know I'm resilient now. So changing leg if you're doing stirrup, or deepening if you're in happy baby. Maybe you want to go wider. And you know what? Sometimes we're just not ready yet either. So if we do make a mistake or something feels not right and we start to listen and tune in and our body doesn't feel attuned to something, maybe we take a step back and pause and go, actually, maybe I need to go back and strengthen my foundations a bit more. So maybe you could think about a time now where you thought you was ready, and then maybe life threw a curveball at you. Maybe something happened and you're like, whew, actually, I'm glad I went back because there was some stuff that I needed to go into there. How has that maybe helped you grow today? So slowly bringing the legs down. And again, if you want to put any crystals on you, you can. And perhaps sometimes we go and have to take a step backwards or sideways because the way that we used to do things wasn't actually very nice to ourselves. Maybe we used to push ourselves in a way that we see is a bit intense now. Maybe we see that there's an easier way or there's a smoother way of doing things. Because the masculine energy in us will want to do and find a solution and push and go. However, as we call in the energy of the Cancer moon, our shell begins to soften and the feminine in us begins to rise. And the feminine begins to trust and listen. And the heart begins to whisper. Perhaps there's another way. Perhaps there's a different path. Perhaps we needed to learn the lesson. Perhaps the way we used to do things were not sustainable. And perhaps deep down, we didn't want to continue that way. Because as we learn about ourselves more and more each day, perhaps we see we was chasing somebody else's dream or we was doing things for a different reason that maybe does not align with us anymore. So when you're ready, rolling onto your tummy. I'm going to give you a couple of options. You can come into Sphinx. I like my legs nice and wide, elbows in line with shoulders. And you're going to pull your heart up like you're doing a cobra in yoga and drop your chin down. Or you can come up into still pose in time. Or you can come into melting heart, bottoms in the air like you're shaking your tail feather. And you slide down till your forehead or your chin is on the floor and you're looking for a stretch in your shoulders. If you're in Sphinx pose, you can come up after a minute if you like. If you're in melting heart, maybe you do a bit of melting heart, then Sphinx. So breathing into the front and the back of the chest. Sometimes we can get so caught up doing something that we forget that it's okay for us to change our mind, or it's okay for us to take a pause or try something different. It's okay and it's safe to have boundaries. And it's safe to have boundaries that change as we change and grow. Like I said to Jenny earlier, sometimes what we need begins to shift to what we actually want. We've done a minute, maybe you can explore the pose a little bit more. And when we slow down, because perhaps that is what we want, we start to learn and speak the language of the universe. We start to take things one breath at a time rather than having an endless list of things that we should be doing. And we take our power back. We know we have a choice. And we decide that we want to do that rather than say, I should do that. So you've got 20 more seconds. Do you want to go deeper? Everything is your choice. It's safe to not know what's next. And it's safe to trust in our feminine energy and be curious. So when you're ready, slowly either coming into seated or laying on your back for our breathing. Get comfy. Maybe you want a blanket. Maybe you want to stick some crystals on you. I keep coming back to the amethyst crystal, and amethyst is also really amazing for addictive behaviors and addictive patterns. So if you've got any cycles to break or habits that you want to shift, amethyst is really cool for that. We're just going to start by taking some conscious breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Or you can breathe out like a straw. And connecting to the energy of the Cancer full moon, the magic, the mystery. Also a very nurturing, mothering energy. The energy of anything is possible. So using our breath as our anchor to connect us to our body. And also our spirit worlds, our ethereal worlds.
Bow to the darkness they bring. Sing, sing, sing.
Deepening in the breath.
Sing the sadness of the bodyscape. While evermore soaring back to the sails of
Softening the eyebrows. Softening the face.
the ground.
Giving yourself permission to be safe to let go tonight. I'm safe to surrender. I'm safe to feel it And I'm safe to allow myself to let it go and heal it. Take a breath in through the nose, slow. Exhale through the mouth, slow. In. Let go. As you're breathing in, really see if you can lightly stretch your belly. See if you can bring the breath up to your heart. And as you're exhaling, you're just surrendering. Let's give the heart space to expand as you're breathing in. And sometimes the breath doesn't quite make it to the heart because there could be some blocks to work through. However, as you're breathing, just set the intention just to clear with love and just to transmute any pain, any fear, anything that you're ready to release. And just sending it off with love, knowing that you are safe and you are divinely protected. And just scan your body for any tension. And if there's anything coming up in your body, seeing if you can tune into it right now and notice a feeling, a sensation, perhaps a colour. Perhaps there's multiple parts of your body that want your attention. And see if you can send the breath to those spaces and send some love there. And if anything feels uncomfortable, seeing if you can maybe lean in tonight with some courage. Our courage will allow our vulnerability, which can be a little bit exposing for us. However, the more we learn to trust ourselves and know that not only do we have our own back, but the universe has our back too. That's when we surrender that little bit more and learn to really start to spread our wings. So opening yourself tonight to listen to your heart. How can I feel safe within myself? So we're going to change the breath, and I'm going to give you a couple of options. So I know some of you like different breaths. So if you want a more vulnerable breath straight to the heart, you're going to have the mouth open like a it's quite a vulnerable breath. It can feel quite exposing. If that feels too much, you can stay with the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. So you choose. And if the mouth gets dry, that's totally normal. And if your hands get a bit crampy, that's normal. If you feel like energy's building up, just ask your body to release it. And know that you are safe to let go. It's just old energy ready to be free. It just wants your attention and your acknowledgement. And as you're breathing, just being a bit honest with yourself, has there been any emotions coming up that maybe you've been avoiding or pushing down? And see if you can welcome that emotion tonight. Because as we learn to breathe through our emotions, we learn that we can breathe through anything. If anything feels too uncomfortable though, you can change your breathing pattern because you are in charge. You trust yourself and you know yourself better than anyone else. So see if you can bring out that emotion without a story. Maybe it's a feeling, a sensation. And as you're breathing, see if you can locate it in your body. And if you can see it or feel it or sense it, can you give it permission to be seen? And as you see it, see if you can see it moving or feel it moving. Seeing if you can breathe through so that it passes through your body to allow it to go. Sometimes it's something from our lineage or from our DNA or from a past life or something we don't even remember that just wants to be felt, acknowledged and released. And when we open that space, again our vibration will raise to the next frequency. The frequency of love, the frequency of freedom, the frequency of abundance. It is your divine birthright to be abundant, abundant in love, abundant in joy, abundant of peace, abundance of prosperity. Maybe you breathe a bit deeper. Anything that you let go, we send off with love. We give it thanks for keeping us safe. We give it thanks for showing us that it's okay to let go. It's like when you catch a feather in your hand and then you open your hand and you release. As you breathe through this, we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to hold the breath, focus at your heart, and ask your body, ask yourself, what do I need to give myself over this full moon? How could I align myself and what maybe needs to change? If you need to breathe out, you can. If not, just hold in for 10 more seconds. Okay, nice breath out. And just rest. We're going to inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Out. In through the nose. Out through the nose or the mouth, your choice. In. Out. In. Out. Stay with that flow if you can. And when we breathe like this, it's an opportunity to really purify and cleanse our body. And the energy of Cancer Moon loves to clean and declutter and make space. And whether that's symbolized in our space that we live in, or whether that's symbolized in our bodies, it's an opportunity for us to cleanse our insides so that that can mirror on our outside worlds. And as we cleanse our bodies and we cleanse our surroundings, we start to recognize that we can cleanse our mind too. We are the guardians of our minds, and we can choose what to feel, and we can choose what to think. And the energy of Cancer Moon with Capricorn is here to show us that we can choose to manifest whatever we desire, as long as we choose to let go of what we're holding on to. Because if you keep trying to fill up your home with more stuff, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, and there's no space, it ain't gonna happen. You might be able to squeeze a bit in here and there, but something might fall out the window. Or your body might say, this is too much, I've got too much to handle right now. So with the energy of this moon in Capricorn season, what are you calling in? What do you want to bring into your life? Or what do you want to develop? And I'm going to ask you to go big. Can you dream a bit bigger? Because do you feel worthy of dreaming that bit bigger? What would it feel like? And what would it look like? Can you feel it in your bones, your blood? Because sometimes we feel like we want something, but we also don't believe we're worthy. I'm safe to dream. I'm safe to believe in myself. I'm safe to make changes. I'm safe to show up for myself. I'm safe to feel at home in myself. I'm safe to feel vulnerable with myself and those that I trust. I'm safe to feel nurtured and protected. So when you're ready, on your next breath in, taking a breath in, we're going to hold for about 1.5 minutes. If at any point it feels too much, see if you can just go past the comfort zone. Then maybe take a little breath out in to reset and hold the breath again. So what are you ready to call in? And where do you need to make space to bring that in? Because if we want a more peaceful life, but we're not prepared to slow down somewhere, or perhaps we want love, but we're not prepared to give ourselves love, perhaps we want more, but we're not prepared to let go of anything. We can call it in. However, we also may need to take some inspired actions. You've done a minute. Whenever you're ready, breathing out and just relax. Perhaps we really want something, but we put pressure on ourselves to have it right now. So feeling about what you want to call in, or perhaps you want to increase or manifest. Where perhaps could you let go of the worry and the judgment of when and how? Where perhaps could you get more responsible for your energy, for your body, for your mind? Where perhaps could you strengthen your boundaries, or perhaps we don't have any boundaries at the moment, and we're just letting anything in and anything out. There's no guardian of the mind. Who's running the show? Because, for instance, if we want more love and we're just constantly judging and putting ourselves down and attacking ourselves, we'll be giving off that vibration. So how could we begin to know ourselves, love ourselves, and show up for ourselves a little bit better each and every day? Just focusing at your heart, just taking a breath in and bringing all your energy to the front and the back of your heart, the seat of your throne, the light inside of you that guides you. And as you exhale, see if you can see, sense, feel, or imagine that energy going round into every cell of your body to awaken and activate the energy of your heart. The energy of union, of trust. Breathing into your heart. And this time, as you exhale, see, sense, feel, or imagine your energy going all the way around you like a big protective bubble of light, just to cleanse and purify if there has been any rips or tears or blocks, to set the intention to heal. And anything that may be weighing you down mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, energetically, setting that to be released if you are ready with love. Giving thanks for the lessons, the experiences, the challenges, the opportunity to have a feel for what something may be that you want or don't want. And the next breath in, bringing that energy all the way back into your heart and sending it all the way up and down your spine, out through the crown of the head and also down into the earth. Becoming the bridge between heaven and earth. Bringing that energy in from the earth and from the cosmos back into the body, into the heart. To evolve, to transform, to bring in the energy of joy. I'm safe to be joyful. I'm safe to be playful. I'm safe to let go and forgive myself and perhaps forgive others. I'm safe to enjoy my journey. It is my birthright to be here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, maybe having a little stretch, maybe arms above your head. Give your knees a hug and rock side to side. Give your back a little massage. Maybe give yourself some gratitude for doing the work tonight. Drop your knees to one side, roll into a little ball, and just give yourself a little hug. And when you're ready, coming up to a seated position. Bring your fingertips up to the sky, hands in a prayer, just giving thanks for any guidance, any messages that may come tonight, may come over the next few days. And if you're open, being open to receive. Bringing the energy to your mind, to your third eye. Just to clear any debris, any illusions, any clutter that may be here. To bring calmness, presence, and awareness. Your lips. The grace and ease with your communication. Purifying our words to allow us to respond as we choose. And to our heart. Drop the chin down, just giving gratitude for the heart. The seat of our throne. The connection between the mind and the body and the heaven and the earth. And then just bringing our hands onto our womb space. Just giving thanks to our womb. And whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, but this space is sacred. This is our portal between the realms. And again, tune in. Any messages, any guidance, any feelings, any sensations here, just acknowledge them. Giving our thanks. Knowing it is safe to dream. It is safe to feel and be abundant. And it is safe to be us. Namaste. If you're staying for journaling, you're going to want pen and paper. Just got a couple of questions. So just to reflect, if we perhaps do have some old patterns or old behaviours or old ways of being, maybe we felt a bit stuck or we try something and then we fall off again. What support do you need to perhaps let go of these patterns or these behaviours so that we can take responsibility to show up for ourselves a bit differently? So something for me is I've been pulling cards and doing a bit more research on certain things for myself to get a bit more to the root of what's going on rather than the surface layer. So perhaps if you've got an addictive behaviour or something that comes out and maybe you find it a challenge, where can you take responsibility and look to get some support to make a change if you're ready to change? Because we don't always have to do things either. And it might be revisiting something that you started, and maybe sometimes we stop doing things when things feel a bit better, and then we get into a bit of a pitfall again. It's like, oh yeah, I was doing that thing and that helped me, and then I felt better and then I stopped. So again, just sitting with maybe where do I need to revisit to help me get back on track again. And if it was something you fell off track with, was you maybe being a bit too rigid with it? So you went from one extreme to the other. Where could you be maybe a little bit more gentle with yourself so it doesn't have to be, right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, da, da, da. Where could you be a bit more spontaneous with your ways? Maybe you're someone that likes training quite consistently, but that might not be aligning right now. So it's like, well, maybe you could bring that back in again, just with that awareness that you'll do it when it feels right for you rather than it having to be a strict routine. Or maybe you need a little bit more routine. Just be a bit honest with yourself right now. What do you need to help you? Like for me, before bed, I tend to journal now before bed. It used to be every morning, then I fell off the bandwagon. And it's like, oh, it just works a bit better for me at night. However, if I don't do it at night, it doesn't matter. I might do it in the afternoon now. I might do it the next day, or I might leave it for 2 days. So just again, just where could you be a bit flexible with these things? The next question, this moon's a big opportunity to let go of what's not serving you any longer, or perhaps you need to shift. So what is no longer serving you, and what maybe do you need to shift? So just to give an example, I can take about 20 years to make a decision, and then I spend about 20 years going backwards and forwards whether I've done the right thing or not. So one of the things that I have decided is to make a decision, go with what feels right for me in the moment, and also know that if I want to change my mind, it's safe for me to change my mind. However, if I have made a decision, I'm going to trust that I've made the best decision for me right now, because I'm always going to do the right thing for me. So what's no longer serving you? What maybe needs to shift?
Me so ho wash de hena. Toksha ke wache ya king te lo. Do we choke he yesha. Do we choke de he chipe lo.
So next question. Where could you be a bit more vulnerable?
I heard my brother's voice today. He softly said goodbye and turned away.
And it could be with yourself. It could be with a friend.
I cannot tell you how I feel.
Where could you be a bit more vulnerable?
Tell you words that time will heal.
Because as we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we build courage in ourselves.
Gonna see your baby, gonna hold your baby again someday.
So maybe it's trying something new or revisiting something. Maybe it's having a conversation that perhaps feels a bit scary. Maybe it's being seen or heard. Where could you maybe be a bit more vulnerable? It doesn't mean you have to do it tomorrow or next week. Maybe something that you've been wanting or feeling to do or to say or to be seen in a certain way.
Gonna see your baby, gonna hold your baby again someday. I heard my brother's voice today.
And part of my vulnerability journey has been learning to share my feelings when they feel freaking uncomfortable in a way that I can still hold space for myself without freaking myself out. So for me, that was having some difficult conversations and being terrified of what might be on the other side, but knowing that I also had my own back because I needed to show up for myself.
Gonna keep on going for them. Gonna keep on going for them.
Maybe it's a fear of being judged or fear of failing or appearing weak. And part of being vulnerable as well has shown me that sometimes just because we share something doesn't mean it's also going to be received in the way that maybe we desire. And that's okay too. However, it can teach us to be there for ourselves. Okay, so last one. With the energy of Cancer and Capricorn, this is a moon to dream big. And I'd like you to really tune into what is it that you really do desire. It doesn't have to be next week, next year, it might be over 5 years or whatever it may be. What is it that you desire? And how could you turn that into a mantra or an affirmation? And just to be a bit vulnerable, something that I desire, I realized, is love. So for me, my mantra is I feel worthy of love. I feel worthy to receive love. I feel worthy to give love. And I feel worthy to be and embody love. So what is it you desire? And it might be something like, I want a really beautiful home on the beach with all the birds singing, and I feel worthy of living and creating my dream life. So now you've got your mantra, your affirmation, you can change it. Like you can work on this all week, or you might just keep developing. What is maybe one small step or action you could take towards this dream, this intention, this desire? And something that I do every night now is I say goodnight to myself, and I say, I love you, Amy, good night. Have the best sleep, because I want to receive that kind of love in that union. If you're looking to live somewhere else, maybe you can take a small step and put a picture of somewhere that you want to go, or start to research what it would be like to fly there or be there. What is it that you're calling in, and what is a small step you could start doing to show yourself that you are worthy of that? Maybe it's just speaking to yourself in a more loving, caring way. Maybe it's treating yourself to little gifts or little things that maybe you wouldn't normally do for yourself. So if anything else comes up tonight, over the next few nights, like feel free, like journal it out, write it out, meditate on it, breathe on it. Something that's happening for me at the moment, which I'm embracing, which is very unfamiliar and at first did freak me out a little bit, is my dreams are coming through quite heavily now, and they're guiding me, and they're guiding me where I've got resistance, and they're also guiding me on where I need to lean in and explore. So just be open to receive and be curious, and know that you are always divinely protected and you are always safe. And the more layers we start to strip back, and the more we open our heart, the more the heart leads, and we listen if we choose, if we are ready. So sending your energy up to the sky, just to fill your energy with divine protection, divine abundance, divine prosperity, divine inheritance, and giving thanks for it all, knowing that everything is divine timing. Bring the hands all the way down to the earth for all the abundance of support and strength, opportunities, for whatever we desire to be birthed into our worlds. Bringing one hand on your heart, one hand on your womb. Tuning in. Honouring the energy of the cosmos and our Mother Earth and our beautiful bodies and our beautiful souls. all those that have walked before us and to come on our paths, soul families, soul tribes, ancestral lineage, knowing that we have chosen this journey. And it's safe to feel it, and it's also safe to know when to say no and to let go. It's safe to know when to lean in, and it's safe to also respect our boundaries. Just giving any thanks to your body, any thanks to any guidance that may have received or to come. Bring your hands into a prayer. Namaste. May all your dreams and wishes come true and shine bright for you. Namaste, my warriors. If anything come up as well and you need to talk or connect, I'm here. I've got your back, and feel free to whenever you need to, okay? It's there. Sleep well, and